Today, we're going to kind of peel back the layers of a name that echoes through automotive history. Porsche 718.
All right.
We've got a whole stack of sources here.
Yeah.
Press releases, reviews, historical articles, even some firsthand account to paint a full picture of this legendary number.
Cool.
And trust me, this isn't just for car nerds.
Right.
We're going to explore how a name becomes more than just a name, how it embodies a philosophy of performance and innovation.
I like it.
And how those echoes from the past still resonate in the cars we see on the roads today.
That's fascinating. The 718 is more than just a badge on the back of a car.
Yeah.
It's a direct link to a lineage of racing champions, a testament to Porsche's unique design philosophy, and a story about achieving incredible results, often with limited resources.
Okay, let's dive in. We've got to start with the car that kicked it all off.
Okay.
The 1957 Porsche 718 RSK.
Hey.
RSK.
Yeah.
That stands for Rennsport,
Yeah.
Racing Sport.
Yeah. More racing.
Well, more racing.
Uh-huh.
And Kerchak Shorttail.
Okay.
Now picture this, a mid-engine marvel,
Okay.
born and bred for the racetrack,
Mm-hmm.
designed to take on the giants of motorsport.
The 718 RSK was a direct evolution of the already legendary Porsche 550 Spyder.
Oh, wow.
But Porsche, as always, was hungry for more.
Yeah.
They refined the design, honed the aerodynamics,
Right.
and implemented a revolutionary new suspension system.
Wow.
This was back when racing was raw dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
A true test of both machine and driver.
Mm-hmm.
Smaller, lighter cars that were agile and gutsy
Right.
could really shake things up.
And shake things up they did. The 1959 Targa Florio, one of the most grueling endurance races,
Oh, yeah.
winding through the treacherous mountain roads of Sicily.
I've heard of it.
The 718 RSKs didn't just win,
Yeah.
they dominated, snatching the top 4 spots on the podium.
Wow.
Imagine being there witnessing these little Porsches
Ah.
outmaneuvering the big, powerful cars of the time.
That victory at the Targa Florio cemented the 718's place in motorsport history.
Right.
But it wasn't just about the chassis, and handling under the hood was a true marvel. The Furman engine.
Okay.
This 4-cylinder powerhouse was revolutionary for its time, featuring 4 overhead camshafts.
Wow.
Technology that even today is associated with high-performance engines.
Okay.
Porsche squeezed incredible power out of that little engine,
Right.
proving that you don't always need brute force to win.
Okay, so we've established that the 718 was a beast on the track.
Right.
But was it just a one-hit wonder? A specialist built for a specific type of race?
Not at all. The 718's versatility is one of its most remarkable qualities.
Okay.
It conquered endurance races like Sebring and the Targa Florio, sure.
Right.
But it also excelled in hill climbs,
Yeah.
those thrilling races up steep winding roads.
Right.
And get this, it even proved its mettle in Formula 2 racing.
Whoa.
A completely different animal altogether. Most cars are designed for a specific type of competition, but the 718 was like a Swiss Army knife of racing. Ready to take on any challenge?
So this is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
The 718 name went quiet for a while, then bam,
Yeah.
it reappears in 2016 on the new Boxster and Cayman models.
Right.
Was this just Porsche playing the nostalgia card, trying to cash in on a cool name from the past?
Porsche is very protective of its heritage.
Okay.
They wouldn't just slap a legendary number on a car without ensuring it lived up to the name.
Right.
But there was definitely some controversy surrounding this relaunch.
Yet the engine, they swapped out the iconic flat 6 for a turbocharged 4-cylinder.
Uh-huh.
I remember Porsche purists were not happy about that.
It was a bold move, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But Porsche's engineers had a plan.
Okay.
They knew they couldn't just rely on the legacy of the name.
Yeah.
They had to deliver the performance to match. And they did. Despite having fewer cylinders, the modern 718s are actually more powerful than their predecessors.
Wow.
Thanks to some clever engineering and that turbocharger boost.
I bet that turbocharger gives them some serious low-end torque, too.
Oh, yeah.
But beyond the horsepower and torque figures,
Yeah.
there's a deeper theme here,
Yeah.
right? This idea of small but mighty that runs throughout the 718's history.
Absolutely. Think back to those early 718s facing off against cars with bigger engines on some of the world's most demanding racetracks. They had to be lighter, more nimble, more aerodynamically efficient to win.
Right.
They had to make the most of what they had.
That's such a powerful concept.
It is.
It's like a David and Goliath story, but on a racetrack.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder,
What?
can we apply this 718 mindset to other areas of our lives?
Ooh.
What constraints are we facing?
Yeah.
How can we be more resourceful, more innovative in overcoming those challenges?
That's a fantastic question. And it's one that the touring philosophy, which we'll explore in a bit, answers beautifully.
Okay.
But before we jump into that, let's talk about how this lineage isn't just symbolic.
Right.
There's a real tangible connection between the original 718 and the modern Boxster.
Right.
It's not just like, slapping a heritage-filled name on a new car.
Right.
The 718 spirit truly transcends time.
Yeah.
Did you know that the designer of the original Boxster was directly inspired by a vintage 718 RSK?
Wow.
He saw at a race.
That's incredible.
Talk about lineage.
Yeah.
It wasn't just about aesthetics either.
Okay.
That 718's lightweight philosophy, its focus on the driving experience,
Right.
that all fed into the Boxster's DNA.
Wow, that's incredible. It really shows how the past can inform and inspire the present.
Yeah.
So we've got this incredible racing legacy, this small but mighty attitude.
Right.
But there's one more piece of the 718 puzzle we need to explore.
Okay.
The letter T.
Yeah.
For touring.
Yeah.
Porsche uses this on some of its modern cars.
Right.
And it's all about pure driving pleasure.
Yeah.
Where does that come from?
The T designation has deep roots,
Okay.
going all the way back to the first 911T in 1967.
All right.
Now picture this. It wasn't about adding luxury.
Right.
It was about stripping things back to the essentials.
Mm-hmm.
Think of it as a minimalist's dream car.
Oh, okay.
They wanted a car that was light,
Okay.
agile,
Mm-hmm.
and focused on the pure joy of driving.
So it's not just about what they put in the car.
Right.
It's about what they took out.
Exactly.
That's fascinating.
Take the 1987 911 Carrera Club Sport, for example.
Okay.
They ditched the rear seats,
Right.
the electric windows,
Wow.
even some of the sound insulation.
Really?
It was all about shedding weight,
Yeah.
getting back to the raw connection between driver and machine.
I see.
For the 1993 968 CS Coupe,
Okay.
they went even further,
Wow.
removing airbags and central locking.
Oh, wow.
Can you imagine that today?
It's such a bold approach.
Yeah.
It really makes you think,
Yeah.
what can we strip away in our own lives?
Yeah.
What are the unnecessary complexities or distractions that keep us from experiencing things fully, from connecting with what truly matters? It's almost like a life lesson hidden within a car.
You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
And that's what makes the 718 story so compelling.
Okay.
It's not just about sheet metal and horsepower. It's about a philosophy,
Mm-hmm.
a mindset that we
Right.
can apply to any aspect of our lives.
All right, so we've got this incredible history of racing success, this small but mighty attitude, and this touring philosophy that emphasizes purity and essentialism.
Yeah.
But how does it all tie together? What does it all mean?
The 718 is more than just a car.
Okay.
It's a philosophy of performance and resourcefulness.
Right.
It's about embracing limitations and turning them into advantages.
I see.
It's about maximizing potential not just through brute force,
Right.
but through intelligent design,
Yeah.
clever engineering, and a relentless focus on optimization.
But what about that iconic flat-six engine? Did Porsche lose something special when they made the switch to a four-cylinder in the modern 718s?
That's the question that's been on the minds of many Porsche enthusiasts.
Yeah.
And to be honest, there is something magical about that classic flat-six sound.
Right.
That feeling of power building naturally as you climb through the revs.
Yeah.
It's part of Porsche's DNA.
Mm-hmm.
But remember, the original 718 was a four-cylinder car.
Oh, that's true.
It was designed to be nimble and efficient to punch above its weight class.
Yeah,
And in a way, the modern 718s are simply carrying on that tradition.
that's true. And those turbocharged four-cylinders pack a serious punch, too.
Yeah.
But it sounds like there's more to it than just horsepower numbers.
Right.
It's about how the car feels to drive, that connection between the driver and the machine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Porsche understands that a true sports car isn't just about going fast in a straight line.
Right.
It's about the overall experience.
Yeah.
The responsiveness of the engine, the precision of the steering,
Yeah.
the feedback you get through the seat of your pants as you carve through corners.
Uh-huh.
And the modern 718s deliver that in spades.
So even with the switch to a four-cylinder engine, they've managed to capture that essential Porsche driving experience.
Yes.
It's remarkable how they've bridged the gap between heritage and modern technology.
And that's the beauty of the 718 story.
Yeah.
It's not just about nostalgia.
Okay.
It's about taking those core principles,
Yeah.
performance innovation, a passion for driving, and reinterpreting them for a new generation.
This has been such an eye-opening dive.
It has.
But let's bring it back to our listener for a moment.
Okay.
They're hearing all of this incredible history, this philosophy.
Right.
What's the takeaway? What can they learn from the story of the Porsche 718?
The 718 offers so many valuable lessons.
Cool.
First, limitations can actually spark creativity. When we're forced to work within constraints, we often come up with our most innovative solutions.
I see.
Think of those early Porsche engineers working with smaller engines, tighter budgets.
Yeah.
They had to be resourceful to think outside the box.
Right.
Second, there's immense power in maximizing what you have.
Okay.
Porsche's engineers have always been masters of extracting maximum performance from every component, every ounce of weight, every drop of fuel.
That's a great point.
And finally, heritage isn't about clinging to the past.
Right.
It's about understanding the core principles that make something special.
Yeah.
And finding ways to reinterpret those principles for a new era.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's not just about cars. It's about how we approach challenges and strive for excellence in any field.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And that's why the 718 name resonates so strongly.
Yeah.
It represents a timeless pursuit of performance innovation and a deep understanding of what makes a truly exceptional driving experience.
Well said. But there's one more layer to this story that we haven't fully explored yet. The 718's legacy goes beyond the cars themselves, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's influenced the entire culture of Porsche, hasn't it?
Absolutely. And that's what we'll delve into right after this.
We're back and ready to explore how the 718's influence goes way beyond just the cars themselves.
Yeah.
It's woven into the very fabric of Porsche, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. The 718's success on the racetrack back in the day did more than just win trophies.
Right.
It solidified Porsche's reputation as a builder of world-class sports cars. Here they were, this relatively small company, going head-to-head with giants of the industry and winning. Yeah. That underdog spirit, that commitment to punching above their weight class, it became a defining characteristic of Porsche.
It's like they took that 718 DNA and injected it into everything they do.
Yeah.
And you can see it so clearly in their marketing, too. Porsche has always been brilliant at positioning themselves as the aspirational yet attainable sports car brand.
Exactly. They understand their customers are passionate about performance, about precision engineering, about that unique Porsche heritage. Right. But it goes deeper than just image.
Great.
That 718 philosophy has profoundly influenced their approach to engineering and design across the board.
So it's not just about looking cool.
Right.
It's about substance, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You see it in their relentless pursuit of lightweight construction, their obsession with aerodynamics.
Right.
Their almost fanatical attention to detail.
Yeah.
Whether it's developing cutting-edge engine technologies or refining the driving experience down to the smallest detail, they're always pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
And that's something that extends to their entire lineup, right?
Yeah.
It's not just the 718s that benefit from this philosophy.
Precisely. Look at the iconic 911,
Yeah.
the sporty Panamera, even the Cayenne SUV.
Right.
You can see echoes of that 718 spirit in every Porsche they make. This commitment to performance innovation and that unwavering belief that a car should be an extension of the driver's passion.
Right.
It's all there.
So knowing all this history and philosophy packed into the 718 name, does it change how you perceive these cars? I know for me, it's given me a whole new level of respect, not just for the cars themselves, but for the people who created them.
I completely agree. Understanding the legacy behind the 718 makes you appreciate these machines on a whole new level.
Yeah.
It's not just a badge. It's a symbol of a philosophy, a spirit of racing excellence that continues to drive Porsche forward.
It makes you wonder what Ferdinand Porsche himself would think if he could see how his legacy has evolved.
I imagine he'd be incredibly proud. The 718 is a testament to his vision of creating sports cars that are both technically brilliant and emotionally engaging.
Right.
And that's a legacy that continues to inspire drivers all over the world.
Well said. And on that note, I think it's time to wrap up our deep dive into the world of the Porsche 718.
Okay.
It's been quite a journey.
It has.
We've gone from the racetrack to the design studio, explored the evolution of engines and philosophies. But beyond the nuts and bolts, what we've really uncovered here is a story about the relentless pursuit of excellence.
Right.
The power of innovation and the enduring legacy of a name that has become synonymous with automotive passion.
I agree.
We hope this has sparked your own curiosity.
Definitely.
Maybe you'll be inspired to do your own deep dive into a car, a brand, or even an entire industry that fascinates you.
Yeah.
But before you go, we have one last challenge for you.
Okay.
Go look up some images or videos of those vintage 718s in action, especially those Targa Florio races.
Cool.
The sound alone is mesmerizing.
I bet.
Until next time, stay curious, keep exploring, and keep diving deep.